This is Ken Pyle, and we're at MTA 2014. We're with Carl Torab of 4G in a Box, right? Localloop.com. But you're going to be talking about 4G in a Box. Why don't you tell us about that concept as we start here?
Yeah, it's a cloud-driven 4G in a box. So I'm the co-inventor of the technology, and what we have done is to realize all the software and core network capabilities that you need to run a 4G network in a rural area. We move that to the cloud. So it replaces the traditional way of doing this with where you have all this physically with the data center and NOC center and on-premises applications, OSS, BSS, NMS, NOC and mobility engine and so on at the physical operators network. We put all that in the cloud.
And one of the things that impressed me was you are working with service providers to help them reach areas where they couldn't reach before, right?
That's correct. Prior to this revolutionary technology solution, there were no technology that would enable a profitable business case very fast in low-density areas, because everybody traditionally focused on high-density areas. And therefore the systems being used by the big guys is all a big centralized, very expensive system. So when you try to move them out to low density areas, you don't have the business case there anymore.
And that's one of the things I gathered from your presentation and so forth, is that there's very low upfront cost to get going in this, right?
That's correct. We have financing partners as well, which lower the cost even more. So the capex is almost zero. And the operation cost is, about 30% lower than any other solution out there on an ongoing basis. And this is a subscription model. So we are kind of like a Salesforce.com for 4G in rural areas.
So one of the things that if I'm an operator and I don't have Spectrum, what do I do?
You don't have to worry about that, because there is a US, we are very fortunate. We have something called Light License, which is a license in 365 gigahertz, which you can buy actually for less than $200 for a national license. And traditionally it was felt that that type of frequency wouldn't be effective for broadband wireless access. However, technology has developed, new modulation technologies, and radios has been improved and so on. And also the fact that capacity is the real issue these days. So you need to have a bit smaller cells than, so capacity is more important than coverage, and that's also true in rural areas. So with our technology here, with a cloud-driven 4G network. This is by the way, this is a business solution. It's a B2B2C, so it also takes care of the subscriber side as well. So with this solution now, combined with, for example, this Light License, you can now deploy this widely in rural areas that wasn't economically viable before.
And the throughputs are much better than the FCC broadband plan from a few years ago recommended, right?
Yeah, that's correct. And the peak capacity here is about 45. You use 10 megahertz channels, so that decides what kind of capacity you can get out. And in this case, with 365, and our technology or our partners' broadband wireless access technology, you can get about 45 megabits per second per sector.
And with the backhaul, you can backhaul with radios you can supply, or with fiber, I suppose, right?
Yes, you actually ideally, of course, you connect the tower sites or antenna sites where you have the base stations with fiber. Mm-hmm. But if you don't have that, you do point-to-point radio. And in our cloud-driven 4G turnkey business solution, we provide backhaul radio as an option as well.
And this is up and running. You actually have end customers on it.
Yes, we have several customers, and we are and with they have subscribers and so on. And we launched actually not so long ago in terms of Salesforce. We started. We hired the sales in August last year, so we're fairly new, but we've been pretty much under the radar up until this fall. We started to sell, and we're signing up customers left and right now.
And you're right here, based in the Minneapolis area.
That's right. We are based in Minneapolis, and we first were looking to sell more in the Minneapolis or Minnesota area, but now we're selling all over the country.
Well, Carl, I wish you luck with this and where it takes you.
Yeah, thank you very
Thank you.
much. Thanks.